Hello everyone, my name is Marcin from Small Devs, and in this video I will briefly introduce you to Scratch interface by exploring different sections of this environment. We are going focus on basics, so this tutorial is rather for those of you who are new in Scratch or just starting adventure with coding. Just to give you an idea what Scratch is, it's pretty much user-friendly, block-based programming language designed for beginners and children. It allows you to create interactive stories, games and animations by dragging and dropping colorful code blocks rather than typing. It provides wide range of built-in graphics and sounds, along with a supportive online community, where users can share their projects and collaborate with others. Scratch has very intuitive and easy to learn online interface, which pretty much means that you don't have to install anything on your computer, but you are free to start coding right away. The only thing that you need is your favorite web browser. Navigation through the interface may be a little bit tricky for the beginners, and you may not necessarily know where to find particular things from the very beginning. So hopefully this video will help you out, and if you found it helpful, consider giving a like and subscribe to our channel, and leave the comment down below if you have any questions. When it comes to the Scratch interface, we can divide it into a couple of sections. Here on the left side, where these tree tops are, we have a code block palette. It contains a vast collection of colorful blocks that represents different programming commands and actions. Each category has its own unique color, which increases readability of our code. As we can see, there is a group of commands that will let us put our objects into the move, change the way it looks, react on events happening in our program, and many more. We will discuss majority of the commands from the palette in the next videos. Section in the middle of the screen is called script area or code area. This is where we combine code blocks together to create our programs. We are doing it by clicking the command on the code block palette and dragging it to the script area. Let's select one that will be activated when clicking a green flag you can find in the stage area, which we will discuss in the details later in this video. We can put another one, which is going to be executed as a second one. We are selecting Move Number of Steps block from Motion category, which is going to move our object. So, if you are a bit familiar with coding, one block corresponds to one line of code in other programming languages. By continue doing so, we can create almost infinite command sequence, which allow us to create really complicated programs. To not make our program too complicated, at least for now, let's remove our blocks from the script area. We can do it in a few ways. First, by clicking on the block to be removed with the right mouse button and select Delete Block. Second is to unattach block from the sequence, but this is not as straightforward sometimes. Then you are just moving the block to the block palette again, no matter where. Then, next to the right, there is a stage area. Here we can see the result of sprite following sequence of commands created in the script area. To run our program, we basically click the green flag. There is also a stop button, but since our program ended itself, we don't have to click it right now. In many cases though, this is the button you want to click to stop the execution of your program. To the right from stop button, there is a full screen button, which makes the stage to take whole screen. The stage, same as in the theater, has its own background that can be personalized by adding different backdrops from the backdrops library located in the right bottom corner of the screen. You can select one provided with media library, but also create one with a drawing tool provided with Scratch. As you can see now, The middle tab changed to backdrop after selecting the background for our stage. It is going to look like that every time backdrop is selected. After selecting the tab, it turned out that the single backdrop may have few pictures in it, which can be changed with the scratch commands. Here, in the right bottom, there is an area called Sprite Browser or Sprite pane. In Scratch, almost every object is a sprite, which is a kind of actor on a scene. Sprites are basically pictures displayed on the screen that follows your commands. By default, Scratch starts with a cut sprite for every new project, but you can feel free to use one from the rich Scratch library. You can also get a random one by selecting Surprise Me option from drop-down button. So in a sprite pane, you can add, remove and browse all sprites existing in your project. Sprites existing in your project are visible until you will decide to turn off visibility option for that sprite. What's important, after selecting a sprite from the sprite pane, the middle tab changes to costume. It means that right now you can change the appearance of the sprite in this tab. Similarly as in backdrops, we can see that single sprite can have many pictures. We will dive into the details of the sprite editor in the later videos. On the top of the screen there is a menu, which allows to save or download our projects to the local drive, so that next time you don't have to start from the scratch. That would be all for today. Hope that was useful for you. We wish you happy coding and see you in the next video.